What's good, YouTube? It's Trenton Gibson, and today we're breaking down a top 10 matchup where Purdue took belt from Iowa State on their home court. Now, Iowa State is a hell of a team. I reviewed them against their matchup against Kion Anthony, and I did not know they were this good. Okay, they are a good defensive team. They have all the tools it takes to go into a number one and win. They will be a good team in March, and I'm excited to show you this Iowa State team. Now let's break it down and welcome to the program. All right, man, the Cyclones. Now I want to get some things off top. One of my favorite things about this game and this Iowa State team is that from the tip, they showed they were not backing down and they were going to be there on all of Purdue's post catches. No matter when a big on Purdue caught the ball, there was going to be two there. They didn't care about the fouls, and I love that. That's what it takes to go to a number one and neutralize that. As we know, Purdue likes to play through their bigs. They got number one point guard in the nation, Braden Smith. So it's going to be a tough game, but let's break it down and see what exactly happened. So starting off at half court, running good action, guy goes under, Braden Smith, right? Like I said, Braden Smith is that guy. Handling ball pressure, goes under because we're at half, and what does Braden Smith do? Comes down, guarding two on him, gets to this, and knocks it in. Now, one thing I want to show you for guards out there, and this can happen if you're coming off a ball screen and you're going this way, but he does it going baseline. And what I like to see for guards is, you see he takes his last dribble right here and gets his footwork. So let me show you again. He takes his last dribble and picks it up, but he doesn't put both hands on it. So he can pick it up, run into his shot. And so basically he already has his rhythm and can get that baseline shot. Because if not, this baseline shot's hard. But since he was able to put this ball down, pick it up early, and get to it, I like it. Made it real easy for him. And like I say, he's one of the best players in the nation. All right, so we're here. But like I said, next possession, Iowa State was matching all this. You're going to hit tough shots, we're going to make tough shots, tough plays. Right? This is a grown man's game. Okay, so good. What does he do? One good thing he does right here. So it comes off. The big man's hedging, but he avoids the hedge. So he doesn't even have to make contact with the big, because if you make contact, it'll slow you down. He avoids the hedge. Big's rolling. He can't see. He's not in enough. So what do? Hit the roll, right? He needs to be in more. And once he's in more, then maybe we can touch a little deeper and we can hit 22, who's also a good player. But okay, like I said, Iowa State, hey, we're going to be here all night. We're going to match everything you can do. So run the action, right? Good screen right here. Get downhill. And so we move it. And this is the possession that I'm showing. So we catch it up here. Catch it. And look how he's fighting. 23. Look how he's fighting. Fighting. He gets pushed up, but he's still fighting. Now, they give him a foul. But when I first saw this early, 17:45, I said, okay, I like this. A lot of teams, we don't want to get in foul trouble early. Things like, nah. We're not giving you your strength. We're going to fight. We're going to push. We're going to battle. He's holding them, but who cares? No, it's not happening. Okay, good. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, Braden Smith, good player, right? What does he do? Good guard, gets the head in trans. Look, okay, what do? We're going to pass it in. Look what you see. As soon as he passes the ball in, 3 dudes running down there, right? Turns around, is full. Now, they already called the foul early because we're physical early, which is good from the guard. Bam, nah, we're not giving it up, right? And now we're here. And one of the things about this is, if you do these things early, if you bring physicality into the game early, 2 things will happen. Now, the refs, they can't call 45 fouls in the game for the most part. So, yeah, they'll call you early. Okay, stop. But eventually, they're going to have to let the game be physical because you came in with that physicality early. Another thing is you're not going to keep wanting to have to take these hits, right? You're not going to want to have to all night keep taking these. So it's good that Iowa State was physical early. Another example. Okay, so they take the ball out after this inbounds, and this is something Purdue, okay? We are countering. So where I said Iowa State was physical, trying to be physical, no, we're good. We set a stagger. Braden Smith, like I said, good player, sets a stagger, gets hit, so now we're late. What happens when we're late? Now we have to help. This guy overhelps, right? Because 5's already here, contestant. So we don't need this overhelp. But like I said, Iowa State said, no, we're not just going to give you the easy ones. Like, you're going to have to make plays. And he makes a play. right? Layup. Now, okay, maybe you could say 27 needs to come down and crack back on this, but it's basketball. The other team is going to score points at some point. So, hey, get it in, fine. But we're battling. Look, we're out here battling, contesting catches. Another example. So we're forcing this front, and as soon as ball flight is in the air, we're matching it. I love this. I love the physicality that we have. And these are these 3 clips earlier. I showed you 3 clips. And so, one, we got 2 fouls early, but now they're hesitant. We're coming, we're wide, and we get a block. A block, almost a turnover. Basically the same thing. A rebound, now we get to run, right? So I just want to show you those 3 early clips of like, damn, like, hey, we're strong, we're going to be here. And I love that from Iowa State. But that's what Iowa State always is. Iowa State is always a physical team. This is where, you know what I'm saying, stuff started to slip for Iowa State. Purdue, so we get a turnover. If you got a guy like Braden Smith and trans and a team with him, look, even what he does, what does he do? He says pass it, but no. Passes it to a shooter, run in transition, green. And that's what I always say, no matter how physical Iowa State is, if you can be a scorer, if you want to score the ball, get out in transition. That's what we need to do. That's what they do and knock it in. Next possession, another possession, right? Turnover. Braden Smith, great player, like I said, gets a steal, maybe kick ball, makes a hustle play that might not be that necessary, but it's going to get the crowd going. Dives on the floor, going to get the crowd going. Another play, right? Big time plays, good things happening. And the next possession, another turnover, stripped from Braden Smith. Right, so now we're out in trans, like I said. We're running. Good pass. Now we're going to need a timeout, Iowa State. We need a timeout. Crowd's into it. But this is where the game changed in my mind. The game changed when big number 3, I think he's right here. I don't know exactly where he's at, but he is off the court. He comes off the court, right? So Purdue is up 21-16. Braden Smith is off the court. Now let's look at what happens in these minutes. Okay, this is the first possession. I'm not saying Braden Smith would have stopped this, but we get a bucket. Okay, so we bring it to 18-21. Next possession. Look how far we're playing out. Braden Smith was playing out this far, but it's fun. Okay, hit the short roll. Kick. One dribble pull up. Double contest. Miss shot. So we don't get a paint touch. We get a one dribble pull up with 2 people contesting it. Most coaches would say it's not a good shot. Iowa State comes down, scores. Purdue end up getting to the free throw line. Come up again. All right, this is really a telling thing, and Braden Smith has to come in after this. Why? Because look at this offense. Not getting open. We're struggling. PG's not getting open. We get open. Screen gets blown up. Okay, now we're trapped. Turnover, right? And these are the things. We went from up 5 to down, okay? And so we end up going into half 35-31. And to me, that was a big turning point. Like we saw Braden Smith getting steals. Iowa State needed a timeout. I know Braden Smith can't play 40 minutes, but these are the things that change games. And Iowa State was able to find their momentum, feel good. Like I said, they were already getting to their physicality. Things were doing well. So it's good that Iowa State was able to weather this storm. And when Braden Smith went out, they ended up taking charge. And this second half was straight belt. I'm not going to lie. It was straight butt whooping. I mean, Iowa State had whatever they wanted. Get a kick, go downhill, attack, physicality. We're just going to move you out the way. One more dunk to start the half. That's a hell of a way to start the half. Momentum, that's how you do it at another team's court. Got a one more, open shot, miss. Tip out. Now we get to run in trans. He tips it out, which is fine. Keep the ball alive for your team. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And now we're in trans. Dribble pitch. Green. And these are the toughest things for a team, right? Like, we're down 6. We get an open 3, miss it. They get an open 3, green. Very tough. Another example. And what I want to show you. So, we're in a horns situation. So, if you're a guard, in a horns situation, stagger screen situation, and we're up top, your number 1 look should be the reject because you have a guy here and a guy in the corner. So if you can reject, the defense is cooked because the bigs, all the help is up here, okay? If you're a guard and you're guarding this, the worst thing you can give up is a reject. You're better off shading this so he has to go over because all your help is on this side, so we want him to go over. But lack of detail, we give this up, so now look what happens. The defense knows, hey, we give so like everybody knows a straight line to the rim. We know we're toast. So look what happens. Everybody goes. 3 guys go. Great by PG. So he gets downhill, and as a good PG would do, kicks his man wide open. Like I told you, 22 is tough. Green. And so, I mean, these are backbreakers. You're at home. You want to be feeling good. You want your crowd there. Guys are devastated up here. You want things to be going well. But if we're giving up these things, and on our end, we're not hitting shots. We're not doing, you know what I'm saying, good things. Miss. They go down there, miss. They still got 33 points. And so what happens? Okay, we go screen, step up, goes under. And as I showed in the Xavier Lee film, last video in the Xavier Lee film, what happens if they try to switch this or hedge and he comes under? What you can do is reject it. We call it reject the switch, reject the hedge, even if he's going under. Now, both these guys are on one side. Big man flips the screen, and now we have a wide open shot. And it doesn't matter. I don't know his three-point percentage. Everything's been going in. We're feeling good. Our energy's high. What's going to happen? Green, right? And this stuff is impossible. This stuff is impossible. And I want to show you, shout out Halliburton right there. I want to show you the type of shots that Purdue is getting, right? So we're getting it. It's a fine shot, but these aren't the same quality step in, wide open shots. We have to come off a handoff, flip our hips, and shoot right here for Purdue, right? Miss it. Yes, they get an offensive rebound, but you're not going to be able to win off these type of shots. Yes, good hustle, good things, offensive rebounds, all these extra plays are cherries on top. But these are not going to this is not what is going to win the games. And I want to show you next possession the type of buckets that Iowa State's getting. You give up these and you have to make offensive rebounds to get buckets, and you giving up these. Watch this. Good offense, ball screen, short roll. We drive downhill, right? He wants to go out, so we go in, lay. And that's the game. I mean, we go up 15 early in the second half, and it stayed right there. I mean, for Iowa State, a team, if they can hit shots like that, play this well on offense, and guard you like they want to, that's their identity, there's nothing you can do. Now, one thing I would like to say is that I think Purdue is the type of team to lose these type of games, as far as if you can master physicality, which is what Purdue predominantly does, as far as they're playing with bigs, and then once they get the bigs, they can kick out and hit their threes. If you can match that, Purdue is not that good of a defensive team. And Iowa State, in my opinion, was one of the perfect teams to be able to come into Mackey and win this game. But let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe, man, and I appreciate you tapping in.